Hello and welcome to the session today. I'm so glad you are here because your help is needed to solve a mystery crime. Do do do. Our learning target for this session is I can identify and use the correct verb conjugation for each subject pronoun. Here we have subject pronouns in English. I, you, we, they, you guys, he, she, or it. These would come as subjects in a sentence. And we call them pronouns because they replace the names, right? So we don't say Mrs. Newman went to the store, Mrs. Newman bought ice cream, etc. That's too much, right? You would use a pronoun she to replace Mrs. Newman. Mrs. Newman went to the store, she bought ice cream. So we have our subject pronouns. They come as subjects in sentence, and they're pronouns. They replace nouns or specific names. Okay, verb conjugation changes per person. So let's look at English first. We do have conjugations in English, though they're just a lot less than in Spanish. In Spanish, there's a lot more, and we're going to look at that. So here we have I am, you are, we are, they are, you guys are, he, she, or it is. Okay, am, are, is all comes from the verb to be, right? These are conjugations of the verb to be. Conjugations, I want you to be so familiar with that word. I don't want you to be afraid of that word. I want you to know it in and out on a scale of 1 to 10, at least a 10, if not higher, okay? The word conjugation is just like saying the changes of the verb depending on the subject or the person that is speaking or acting in the sentence. Okay, so changes of the verb depending on the subject or the person. Okay, so we would never say you am or you is, right? Or we is. That doesn't work. Those conjugations, those verb conjugations go exactly with that subject pronoun in English and in Spanish. So we're going to look at what that looks like in Spanish. Okay, so hopefully this really makes sense right here, what we're looking at. So now we're looking at these subject pronouns. We've just put next to them the Spanish translation. So we have yo, tú, él, ella, or like the item itself, like for example, the car, el carro, or the cat, el gato. That would fall under the it category there. Then we have usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes, vosotros. This right here is something you need to be very familiar with because you're going to use it all over in Spanish, right? Just like we use it in English, you need to know what the subject pronouns are. Here is a Spanish verb chart. This is very important to understand and to memorize because every single verb in Spanish is organized in this exact way. You're going to see lots of verb charts, and it helps your brain remember and organize all of the verbs and all of the conjugations or changes of the verb when they're organized in this pattern. So all we have here is this chart, and we've put our Spanish pronouns or Spanish subject pronouns in each little box. Okay, and as you can kind of tell, whatever is sharing a box, that's going to use the same conjugation. Okay, let's go back here. Just like in English, these guys, all these right here would be in one box together, right? Because they're all sharing that same conjugation. Okay, so here we have this verb chart. Same thing. We have our Spanish subject pronouns, and all we've done is listed the English translation out to the side to help you remember. Same exact thing, we just changed the font a little bit to make it a little more readable here. Okay, now we're looking at the verb ser. Ser means to be in Spanish. Here are the conjugations of ser. So first of all, let's practice pronouncing them. We're going to say the pronoun together with that conjugation that it goes with. So we have yo soy. Go ahead and repeat after me. Yo soy. Tú eres. Él es. Ella es. Usted es. Nosotros somos. Vosotros sois. Ellos son. Ellas son. Ustedes son. Okay, now relate this to English. Let's go back one more time. Just like in English, we had all these conjugations of the verb, right? It went only with that subject pronoun, right? You only put those ones together just as is. Same thing in Spanish here. You only would ever say yo soy. You're never going to say nosotros soy. That doesn't work. That hurts our ears, okay? We only say nosotros somos. Or ellos son. You never say ellos eres. It doesn't work. So those conjugations or changes of the verb go with those subject pronouns. This is something you really want to understand. You want to know really well, be very familiar with how this works. So let's talk about the meaning, right? Just like in English, our conjugations be am, are, is. In Spanish, right? In English, it's I am, right? So yo soy is I am. Tú eres, you are. Él es, he is. Ella es, she is. Usted es, you are. Nosotros somos, we are. Vosotros sois, you guys are. Ellos son, they are. Ellas son, they are. Ustedes son, you guys are. Okay, so let's look at how that looks here. Right, we have our verb chart here. You can see this in the written format. So yo soy, I am. Tú eres, you are. Él or ella es, he or she is. Ustedes, you are. Nosotros somos, we are. Vosotros sois, you guys are. Ellos, ellas, they are. And ustedes, you guys are. Each subject pronoun has a specific verb conjugation. Just like in English, you would never say I are or we is or he am, right? That doesn't go together. Same thing in Spanish. There are just a few more conjugations. Please answer the questions for this activity now.